Hello guys, today we're going to talk about different ways for how to say for example, because a lot of my students always say for example, for example, for example, and it's very repetitive. So today I'm going to teach you 5 different ways how to say for example.
Wow.
So you sound more interesting and you'll sound more like a native English speaker, okay? And also, I'm going to talk about Australia, my country, the culture, and very interesting things so you can learn about my country, okay? So guys, number 1, let's talk about number 1 first, is for instance. For instance, okay? So in Australia, we have dinner very early. For instance, we have dinner at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. It's very early. In comparison to Argentina, they have dinner at 10 p.m. or sometimes 11 p.m. So guys, remember, we use for instance. For instance, we have dinner in Australia at 7 p.m. Okay? Number 2, guys. So the next one is number 2 is such as. Such as. So in Australia, we have a lot of different animals, many different animals, and such as a koala, a kangaroo, a crocodile, surfers as well, and also wombats and black swans. So guys, use such as to give a list of different things to explain, okay?
Interesting.
Number 3 is to give you an idea. To give you an idea. So in Australia, the typical food. What's the typical food in Australia? So to give you an idea, we eat normally steak, vegetables, and mashed potato. Okay, this is a typical meal in Australia. Also, we eat a meat pie. Meat pie is very typical in Australia. It's very similar to empanada, but it's round and has meat with pastry.
That nigga look magically delicious, nigga.
Number 4 is imagine. So imagine. So Australia, the size of Australia is very big. Imagine 3 Argentinas. Is the same size. So imagine 3 Argentinas is very big. Or imagine flying 6 hours to cross Australia. So from Sydney to Perth is 6 hours flying in a plane. Imagine, guys, yeah? And the last one, number 5, guys, is to show you what I mean. To show you what I mean, okay? In Australia, the people don't live in one place. To show you what I mean, the people live on the coast. 95% of the people in Australia live on the coast. To show you what I mean, imagine all the people living on the coast, and only 5% live in the middle of Australia. So guys, those are the 5 different ways to use stop saying for example, okay? So try to use those in your speech and practice so you can sound more like a native English speaker. I hope that helped you, and see you next class.